You guys have a lot of energy.
No. Yes.
Go! Go! Say it, dip and rip. Dip and rip. Grab it. Once I get to the kill zone, that's when I break down. So you're gonna run until you get to the board. We're gonna creep, dip and rip. Creep, dip and rip. Oh, that's a block. Go. There we go, down. Here, head up, out of the way. You see this? Look at my hips, I'm ripping up. Okay, go. That was good, short enough. All the way through, okay? Go, down.
Honestly, you pretty much failed because you did this. You have to go up.
Don't let go though, okay? Stop. Hurry, but don't rush. Go! Break down. Come on, Derek. Under it. First step. Oh, there we go. No, you were good, you were wrong. Go! You gotta finish your steps. You can't just leave that back like that. You're not hurting nobody. Put your body into the body.
Please.
Use your weight. Set. Hands on the gun. Set. Hit. Too much. Roll the hips. Set. Hit. Set. Hit.
Gonna rock that boy.
Oh, hey.
Closer. Yeah. No. You're running that. Now step.
Right outside.
Come on.
Let's go.
Hey.
Whoa. Why doing this? Attack. Wrap him up. Don't be scared, cameraman.
Set. Hey.
Next up.
Take it on that line. Set. Hey.
Too low. Because he's short.
Hey.
Don't widen out. Just shoot the throat.
I want you to stop being scared, all right? I want you to hold the hand close. All right?
Go. Listen, why are you grabbing him, Preston? Why are you grabbing him? Whistle. Head. Go. No, stop. Go. Go. There we go. Whistle. Nice. Go forward. Ready? Go. No, stop. We're waiting for him. Go over the. There we go. Good. Better. Stop. Whistle. Good job. You see? Yo, where you going? Go. Go. Whistle. Stop. Whistle. That means stop. I say whistle. Go. There we go. Better. Stop rapping. Whistle. Go. Whistle.
Oh.
Go. Whistle. Hey. Go. Good job. Get your mask on, Brian. Come on. Ready.
Joseph, good job. Justin. Brian, come on.
Brian! Come on, Brian!
Put your mask on, Justin.
Last one.
You remember you lit up? It's okay. Ready? Okay.
Oh, yeah!
Go. Go. Go! Good job. Good job. Good job. Clap it up.
Yo, coach is like,
Clap it up. Go! Whistle, whistle, whistle. Good job. Good job. Good job. Clap it up. All right, we're going to do one more of this, and then we're going to do something else, all right? Let's get Jacob in here.
hey!
That Jacob? Sorry. Hold on. And let me get Justin. Spread out. Spread out. Second, Jacob, come over here. Look, with your nice little spray ground mask. Right here. Take a step back, Julian. Let's go. Put your hand, your right hand, remember? Okay, yeah, I get a little closer. You gotta sit, Jacob, sit. Posture. Posture is important. Sit. If you're gonna ask me who you can go with, I'm gonna make you do a lap. Then what are you gonna say? We're gonna all do one more. Ready? Set. Set. Go! Whistle, 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 whistle. Go!
Let's go, brother.
Yeah, good job. Go! Run. Bring down, bring down. Okay, go! Go! You didn't do it, Tucker. You did that. Do it again. Do it again. Run. And then buzz. Look how low I am. Buzz. Your feet apart, okay? You gotta keep control. Ready? Go! There we go. Buzz, 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 buzz. There we go. Good job. Go. Go. There we go. That was better. That was better. Go. Buzz, buzz, buzz. There we go. Good job. Good job. Go. Buzz, 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 buzz. There we go. Good job.
See, when he comes here, it's 2 hours. So, I'm so amazed by these moms. Some of these moms have been doing this for years. I mean, I really stand in awe of them. They're out here all the time. When it's freezing cold, it's amazing. They're here. And, so usually, 2 hours you have downtime. But, in the wake of COVID, for 2 hours I'd come. The rec center is over here. And especially when it was cold outside, I could go in and work out, or they have a media center where you can get on the computers and do work, do your work, or, a place where you can get in from out of the elements. but they're closed now due to COVID. So now, I do errands. I drop him off. Sometimes I sit. I watch him. I watch them read a book. I have my homework to do today. I have a Spanish class, and I brought my homework, and I'll go and I'll just, get a haircut. So today I have to go get a haircut. Well, we ended up here because initially, after an entire year, I had a friend of mine that said to me after, he spoke with my son. He's like, listen, he's really into football, and like I said, I've been, hearing football talk for an entire year. But of course, kids go through phases, you know what I'm saying? And, they pick things up and they put them down, and, you invest in things, and, But anyway, so my friend had said, that he thought that it might be a good idea to, seek out a football team. And he's a coach. He's a football coach in high school. And, he told me about it. A team where a friend of his was the coach on. And, but they were way out, Brooklyn Chiefs. They were way out in East New York. They was way out in East New York. So I don't drive. My son goes to school downtown Brooklyn. I work in Flatbush. So it would mean I'd leave from work, go downtown Brooklyn, pick him up, get on the train and the bus to travel all the way to the field where they trained and practice. And after a while I thought about it, and I was like, it's too big of a commitment. I can't do it. Too far. We wouldn't be getting home every night until probably, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock. So he said he's going to check something else out for me, and he did. And this is where we landed. And it was close to home because they work out of well, at the time, boys and girls, and which is on the A train. A couple of stops from where he goes to school, train he takes every day on the A train, and it was more convenient. So I says, okay, I can do this, and here we are. Well, just in general, I mean, how it works with kids. They express an interest in a lot of things, and you go ahead, like he had guitar lessons. So I went ahead and I got the guitar. Once he started soccer, that was a waste of money, right? There were a couple other things, but they don't stick to it, And but so the thing with the football was that once again, it was something that we could do because it was for an entire year that he spoke about football. And mind you, I'm not like necessarily a sports person. I'm not a sports person. I'm an only parent. I'm a female. So I'm like, okay. I mean, even, in spite of that, not having that influence around him of that sports person, that athletic person around him, he took this keen interest, and he just wouldn't let it up. And mind you, I had misgivings because, they talk about all the traumatic brain injuries, and that's all over the place now and then. But also sometimes it's really hard to know and to figure out what exactly is, their passion, because, listen, they all want to look at those, play those video games, which I don't come from the video game era, so that's not my thing. And, and I don't like to see children sedentary. I like to see them active and engaged with other children and, physically active, getting fresh air and stuff like that. So, I lost my train of thought. But, so, we came here and we checked it out. The cool thing about over here, though, when we first came here, from the moment that we came here, they put them in. It's like, okay, go work out and right away. Started right, and I was really impressed by that. I really was impressed by that. They let him try it out. They pulled him in. Had a couple of the fellas his age, 9-year-olds, pulling him in, and and that was it. He begged me, mommy, please, 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 please. I was like, okay. And here we are. So that was like the end. That was the end of the season. So we were not the end of the season. It was the end of the summer. So these children, they had been working out. Some of these kids have been here for years. So they've been working out, training. They went to camp, sleepaway camp in the summer. So he didn't have any of the benefit of all of that. But, you know, he didn't have the benefit of that, but he came in and, you know, he just got right in and he wanted to do it and he stuck with it. The games, the season, they weren't very winning, but he stuck with it. He liked it. My name is Michelle. I'm a mom. I'm an only parent. You know, just like any other parent, you know. Or I'm a first-time parent also. So I'm very, I'm new to this. I'm still learning. I'm still adjusting to motherhood 10 years later. How has it been? There's many ups and downs, many ups and downs. But overall, it's one of those things that I wouldn't miss it for the world. And I could not describe it to someone. All I could tell you is, you know, if you don't get the opportunity, you're missing out on something. Yeah.
I don't care.
It's good.
Guess what?
It's life altering. It's life transforming, you know. Motherhood, you know. I have been free and single and having fun, traveling the world, everything for a long time. And then, Junior. Oh, Augustine, this is Mr. Adair. Mr. Adair, this is Augustine.
Hello.
Hi, Augustine.
Hi. Ooh, Gatorade.
How are you? How's the practice going?
I'm doing great.
Are you happy with the team?
Yeah, yes.
Why did you want football in the first place?
I think it's better than soccer, and it's easier than basketball.
Oh, she said the F word to me.
No way.
What's your problem, Jacob?
Really? Okay, Jacob, I got it under control. Thank you, Jacob.
You actually believe him?
Yeah. Do I actually believe him? Well, I'll have to open up an investigation on this.
Who pushed you? No one.
I gotta open up an investigation. I'm gonna have to talk to Jacob.
Well, I saw all the NFL players, and I thought it was pretty cool how they're catching it. So I wanted to be like them, so I decided to play football.
Do you think you want to continue doing this?
Yes.
For how long?
Until I can't do it anymore.
Want me to put your eyeball all the way back to your brain? What would you?
That's an interesting way to put it.
Watch what you did.
Can you introduce yourself to me?
I'm Augustine Batiste. I'm on the Brooklyn Titans. I'm 10 years old, and I love what I do.
Wow.
Yo,
Well-
I just got bit. Yo.
You know, and that's what they surprise you.
I'm gonna be on the news.
All the time they surprise you. You know, that was like, he just, yeah, he didn't have to think about that. I didn't expect it to come out there.
You have
To come out like that, but yeah.
I'm gonna be on the news.
So you raised him alone.
Yes.
Over there.
Well, you know, not completely alone. You know, it takes a village. There's no way there's anybody in this world that says they did anything alone on their own. That's impossible. But, you know, yeah, pretty much, raise him on my own. You know, with grandmas. Yeah. I don't know, maybe from my upbringing, you know, grew up very conservative. You know, children should be seen and not heard, you know. And just being raised like that and children not being able to express your feelings or nobody asking you about your ideas, your thoughts, and then being a child and knowing children have they have their whole world and they have their entire, ideas about their world, the outside world, the inside world. There's so much going on, and, I encourage him, instead of, to express himself. Yeah, it's healthy. So he's pretty, he talks, he's a talker. But then his mother's a talker too. I can tell you one thing, he keeps coming back. He keeps coming back and he wants to come back. I'm not like one of those stage moms, push them, do this, do that. It's like whatever you want to do.
Stop running.
But there's some days, of course, being kids, of course, they rather watch TV and eat candy and, do all those, So some days, he has to be pushed. Okay, you're going today. But for the most part, if he didn't want to come back, I would not make him come back. But he wants to come back. He wants to keep coming back. Yeah. At first, it was like I kind of incentivized, this was an incentive for him, football. Okay, you got to do good in school, and you got to be able to do this, and you got to be able to do that. Blah, 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 blah. These are all the conditions in order for you to do this. And Yeah, and that's how it worked. But now, especially, you know, with the new way of life for everyone, being locked indoors and being on lockdown, and you know, not being, you know, being in school, socializing with his peers and everything. You know, when practice and football started back again, I was like, you know, come on, let's go. You gotta go. And you know, he was coming in the way that he did. You know, he had to learn a lot because the other, like I said, some of the children have been here for years. They really, and this was his first experience with football and with a team sport, really, except for soccer. Soccer, you know, he didn't have the best experience with that because once again, he came into a group that was already established and he came in cold, not knowing, and it was more me, you know, pushing him. But yeah, when he came, you know, he did a lot of sitting on the bench and that sort of thing, and it was towards the end of the playing season that, you know, he started really playing more and became really integrated, you know, with his peers, you know, on the team. But yeah, and then it was hard though. It's very, because they'd be out here in the freezing cold. I remember one practice they had, it was so cold and uncomfortable. I mean, he was a trooper, he kept going. But I think when the season was over, you know, he thought about some of that stuff. And it's like, oh, it's too cold, and this and that. And, you know, it's really, it's hard. It's you know, it's a discipline and all the team stuff involved and everything. I think he was a little, maybe ambivalent, you know, coming into the spring. And he would tell me, oh, Mommy, maybe I'll do it again, I don't know, next year, you know. But anyway, COVID interrupted everything. And so when we started back again, I was like, come on, let's go, you know, whether you want to or not. But of course he wanted to. And here we are. Thank you. And now I am ready to go and get my hair cut. But the guy told me to come back in an hour, but now I'm looking at the sky. What does it look like to you?
Looks like it's gonna rain.
Now the time is even later. Now they have the rain at 9. A few minutes ago they had the rain at 8.
What time is it now?
It's 6:58.
Thank you so much.
Tell me your name again.
I where I'm from?